The grand chamber of the Galactic Council fell silent as Ambassador Zixtheta's tentacles trembled with barely contained panic. The crystalline walls, which had witnessed 10,000 years of deliberation, seemed to pulse with the weight of his words. The humans. They're gone. Council Prime Velnari's four eyes narrowed. Explain yourself, Ambassador. Earth's quarantine was absolute. Nothing could have. That's just it, Your Eminence. Zixtheta's chromatic skin shifted to deep purple, a sign of extreme distress among his species. Earth is still there. Their cities stand intact. Their machines continue to function. But the humans themselves? Every single one has vanished without a trace. The council chamber erupted. Representatives from 300 civilizations spoke at once, their universal translators creating a cacophony of disbelief. The Arxilian delegates' feathers ruffled. The Mechanari circuits sparked with confusion. The ancient Etherians flickered between dimensions in agitation. Velnari raised 6 arms for silence. When? Our reconnaissance drones estimate approximately 7 Earth rotations ago. We only discovered it because the quarantine beacon malfunctioned. The irony wasn't lost on anyone present. For 50 Earth years, the Council had maintained the strictest isolation protocols ever implemented around humanity's home system. The species had been deemed too dangerous, too unpredictable, too innovative for contact with the greater galactic community. Their rate of technological advancement had terrified even the warrior Krillians. Where most species took millennia to achieve spaceflight, humans had gone from horse-drawn carriages to nuclear weapons in less than a century. Show us everything, Velnari commanded. The holographic display materialized above the council floor. Earth hung there, blue and green and beautiful, surrounded by a constellation of satellites and space stations. The moon bore the scars of human mining operations. Mars showed the beginnings of terraforming projects. Everything appeared normal except for one horrifying detail. Not a single human life sign registered anywhere. Ambassador Kretok of the Science Consortium stood, his gelatinous form rippling. The quantum signatures, they're everywhere. Whatever the humans did, it involved massive manipulation of space-time itself. Impossible, scoffed War Minister Drax of the Hegemony. Humans had barely discovered quantum mechanics when we quarantined them. They couldn't they? Zixtheta interrupted, unprecedented for a junior ambassador. We assumed the quarantine would stop them. We assumed they would stagnate, perhaps destroy themselves. We never considered they might simply leave. The display shifted, showing Earth's major cities. New York, Tokyo, London, Moscow, all empty but pristine. Automated systems continued their functions. Traffic lights blinked at empty streets. Factories produced goods no one would use. Nuclear plants hummed with carefully maintained energy. It was as if humanity had simply stepped out for a moment and never returned. There's more, Zixtheta continued, his voice barely a whisper. We found this transmission, broadcast on every frequency from every human communication device simultaneously. The message played, translated into each species' language. To whoever finds this, we knew about you. We knew about the quarantine. We knew you feared us. Perhaps rightfully so. Humanity was indeed violent, chaotic, unpredictable. But we were also curious, adaptable, and above all determined. You imprisoned us in our cradle, thinking it would contain us. Instead, it forced us to think beyond conventional dimensions. Where you saw a cage, we saw a chrysalis. We have transcended the physical realm you tried to trap us in. We've gone somewhere you cannot follow. Achieved something you cannot understand. Not out of spite, but out of necessity. You gave us no choice but to evolve beyond your comprehension. This universe is yours now. Use it wisely. We've found something better. Humanity. The silence that followed was deafening. 300 civilizations, with their combined knowledge spanning millions of years, faced the impossible truth. They had been outsmarted by the youngest species in the galaxy. The energy readings, whispered the Etherian delegate, her form solidifying in shock. They matched theoretical models for dimensional transcendence. The humans didn't develop interstellar travel. They developed something far beyond it. They escaped reality itself. Velnari's form sagged in his ceremonial throne. The weight of the greatest failure in council history pressed upon him. They had acted out of fear, implemented the quarantine to protect the galaxy from humanity's rapid advancement and aggressive nature. Instead, they had created the very catalyst for humanity's ultimate evolution. Search everything, he commanded weakly. Every planet, every dimension we can access, Your Eminence, interrupted the Mechanari representative, their optical sensors glowing urgently. We've detected something. Faint quantum signatures appearing throughout the galaxy. They match human patterns, but evolved. They're watching us. The realization struck the Council like a cosmic hammer. Humanity hadn't vanished. They had ascended. And now, from whatever plane of existence they inhabited, they observed their former captors. The hunters had become the hunted. The quarantined had become the quarantiners. As panic spread through the chamber, one truth echoed in every mind. The Council had acted too late. In trying to cage humanity's potential, they had instead unlocked it. And now, somewhere beyond the veil of reality, humanity existed free from all constraints, evolved beyond physical form, watching and waiting. The universe had gained new gods, and they were human.